I spoke with Naval Ravikant, founder of AngelList, and he shared his lessons and advice to entrepreneurs. I'm Bambi Francisco. Welcome to Vator News. So you've been writing Venture Hacks for 4 years, and basically it's filled with lessons to entrepreneurs. And you also actually, this is actually my big question is 4 times you tried AngelList, right, which I love. I think that's great because people need to do that. So what were the lessons you learned in creating AngelList?
Lessons we learned is, first of all, you have to be really passionate about whatever you're doing. That's the only way you'll stick with it until it does work, and you won't give up because of the failures. And you sort of won't listen to all the naysayers, because there are a lot of naysayers out there. There always are critics. So you really have to care about what you do to such a deep level that even if it doesn't work, you're still happy that you did it. You enjoy the process, not the outcome. So that's very Zen, right? Don't be goal-oriented.
Important, though.
Very important. Probably the most important thing. I would say, secondly, just you have to know your market inside out, and that also comes from just having done it a lot. Important lesson. Don't get too hung up on investors. Investors come and go, and there's plenty of them out there, as AngelList sort of proves. So you don't have to do gyrations and change what you're doing for the investors. I found it's better and easier to find investors who are aligned with you, with the common vision, rather than to try and convince someone who's not aligned with you to change their mind, which is people don't change their mind, not in the short-term time frame. Other interesting lessons: have a great co-founder, someone who's very complimentary to you. It's incredibly hard to do anything on your own. I mean, it could go on and on.
Well, okay, so because people like something that they can kind of really wrap their arms around. So with, what did you call it, Venture Deal Flow or whatever? Venture Hacks. No, your first iteration of AngelList.
Oh, right, the Deal Flow Network.
Deal Flow Network. So what was your assumption then, and that was wrong?
There were a couple. One is we built a lot of product before we actually even figured out how to get the network going. Whereas with AngelList, we actually started as a mailing list. So we did the minimum viable product, literally a couple of woo-foo forms and emails and spit and glue and phone calls. And then once it was working, then we started building product around it. Now we've built a ton of product around it, and we're moving very quickly to add more product. But we always do it manually first. We always do the spit and glue telephone and email version of it first until we completely melt down, and then we know how it works and why it works and how to make it work, and then we automate it.
Interesting.
So
that's how you're doing it now.
That's how we're doing it now.
You're not building it. You're just kind of calling people to say, "Hey, do you like it?" I mean, you're knowing
Yeah,
we'll
just do it manually. I mean, yeah, exactly. I'll work the emails myself. I'll stay up at night, answering emails, tweaking bits, changing things, and just and helping people get funded. Okay.
And last question, and people love this, but biggest failure?
I've got a lot. Of AngelList?
Your biggest one.
Oh, no. My personal biggest one? There's a number I could go into. Let's see, what's interesting. The first company that I helped start raised and spent a lot of VC money and created, it was building optical amplifiers. It was a 7-year-long thing, manufacturing processes, very hard to actually get it right, deep science. Had fun doing it, learned a lot, but also learned that I don't like big bang projects where you have to spend years and years before you see anything come out of it. It's much better, and this is the beauty of the modern internet, and what it allows you to do is you can test something very, very quickly, and as it's working, you can move more and more towards it. You can follow it. You don't have to make huge predictions or build products that don't launch for 2 years.
That's the fun thing about the internet. It's all the same time. Everybody else can build it too, and then you have to.
It's very competitive, so that's why you have to be passionate. I believe the internet is efficiently arbitraged. Every monkey with every typewriter is out there typing away. So if you
got to beat the monkeys.
Yeah, and you're one of them. I'm one of them. So if you want to create the complete works of Shakespeare, you better really love Shakespeare. You better know it inside out. Okay, well, Naval, you have a very inspiring story for sure with AngelList. Thank you. So thanks. Angel.co. Angel.co. That's where you need to go. Thanks, Naval. I've been speaking to Naval Ravikant. I'm Bambi Francisco. You're watching Vator News.